Rockstar Games have made their fans absolutely furious with something they've done, and that's really developed over the last 24 hours or so, as GTA 6 fans are also getting more and more desperate. So this is a combination because A, GTA 6 is one of the most hyped and highly anticipated games of all time, and B, Rockstar has not revealed any information. And that obviously kind of leaves us in the dark, leaves us wondering and speculating, and some fans just outright crazy. And one of the things I've seen over the last couple of days was from this right here. This is actually a promotional clip for one of the brand new vehicles in GTA Online. It is the Impante Ruiner ZZ8. And a lot of fans thought that this logo right here, the Impante logo, was actually a secret or hidden GTA 6 logo. I can tell you that this is not the case. Impante is an automotive company that has been around since the days of GTA Vice City. And that's also another hint that fans tried to connect the dots here, that because Impante started in Vice City, that it's a direct reference that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be in Vice City. I don't know if that's 100% the case, but needless to say, fans are really stretching their imagination here to see if they can find any hints or clues about GTA 6. This is not the case. This is just a logo that looks similar, as it is like a Roman numeral V with an I in the middle of it. I will admit that is kind of a coincidence, but it does not necessarily mean that Rockstar is hinting at Grand Theft Auto 6 or its logo with that. I think all of us are just on pins and needles right now. Now, what's also putting us on pins and needles, as fans have gotten upset about this, but also think it could be something for GTA 6, Rockstar did another oopsie. So one of the original Grand Theft Auto creators reports that Rockstar actually put copyright strikes on his prototype videos. So this actually comes from Mike Daly. He was one of the founding employees of DMA Design, which turned into Rockstar North. So this is the studio that basically started the creation of the Grand Theft Auto franchise. He is the latest victim of Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar's itchy copyright trigger finger. So Mike actually posted a couple of videos on YouTube from his early time at DMA Design, and they were all taken down by copyright strikes. And Daly was the first employee at DMA Design and actually later created the graphic engines for GTA. So long story short, this dude Mike basically created Grand Theft Auto and the engine that it was built on, and he put out these replies on his social media platform for what's going on. So he first ended up saying this: I see Rockstar are going full effers mode again, issuing copyright strikes to any GTA video they can find, including both my prototype videos. So now they're going to try to block all release of anyone's work on a game and any old development footage. So you can see when that came out just about 24 hours ago on August 1st, 2022. And then even more follow-up to that, he said, for those asking, yes, I've now removed all GTA dev stuff. Only direct examples of my own work are left. Work that was never used in GTA, but, quote, inspired parts of its evolution. You can thank Rocksuck. So clearly, he's not very happy, and he has a right to not be very happy. That is super not cool, because this is probably his work, and he was the one that created the entire thing. And I would show you guys what he's talking about, but I am kind of afraid of Rockstar doing something like that as well, so I don't want to put any video that goes up here on the channel at risk. But what I can tell you is 2 videos were posted to his YouTube channel. They were renders from prototype graphic styles that Mike actually developed in the early 1990s. And one of them was a top-down prototype, both of city streets and buildings, and other was footage from an old beta copy of Grand Theft Auto. And Mike has actually told certain outlets like PC Gamer that the reason the takedowns happened was because he posted development footage without permission. But do you need permission when it's your own footage? I really don't know totally all the rules and laws about all that sort of stuff. But apparently Rockstar doesn't feel like that's the case, and they ended up putting some big-time copyright strikes on this, which is serious stuff. Copyright strikes are obviously a very big deal. Now, Grand Theft Auto 6 fans immediately thought, okay, this could be good news for Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out. Now, the reason people are thinking this is because usually when Rockstar and their parent company Take-Two Interactive go on these copyright sprees and they put down all these DMCA takedown requests, it usually means something big is about to come out. The most recent example of this was with the GTA Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. Rockstar were pretty much striking any mod or anything that had to do with Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. And obviously that led to the definitive edition of the trilogy. We also saw the same thing with Red Dead Redemption mods before the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, because Red Dead Redemption's map was featured in Red Dead Redemption 2. You get the idea here that whenever Rockstar strikes down something, it usually means whatever they strike down, there's going to be a new version of that coming out. And so fans were like, okay, does this original GTA content have anything to do with what Rockstar might be working on as far as GTA 6 goes? And a lot of people were like, oh no, does that mean GTA 6 is going back to the original top-down style? Or maybe it was just like you were able to play a parody of GTA 1 inside of GTA 6. But I think there's actually no correlation at all here. Because as you guys know, they took down the GTA Trilogy mods because Rockstar was about to release their own GTA Trilogy remasters in the Definitive Edition. What they've done now is they've taken down GTA 1 and 2 documents and prototype footage, which I believe is completely unrelated to anything regarding Grand Theft Auto 6. So long story short here is, even though they have for the most part meant a takedown equals an announcement, in this case, I don't think so, because it's really the contents of what's being taken down and why that's important. With this, it really isn't relevant to what anything GTA 6 is about. Now, if it, for say, had something to do with like Vice City or something along those lines, then we could have started talking about that a little bit more. But back in GTA 1 and 2, Vice City wasn't even a thing that existed. So I think you'd have to be really grasping at straws here to sort of connect these dots. But long story short, Grand Theft Auto fans are absolutely furious at Rockstar. Now, the one thing I will say about this is I think we got Grand Theft Auto 6's original announcement, the one that happened back on February 4th, 2022. And in case you guys don't remember that announcement, it was basically a Grand Theft Auto community update. And they essentially just said at the very bottom, they've been working on a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series and that they would share more information over time. And then on July 7th, 2022, they actually shared a Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Online update. And they essentially padded the bad news of Red Dead Online and how it's basically not going to be getting any more updates, with the good news that GTA 6 is still in development and it's coming soon. So long story short, whenever there's bad news in the Rockstar world, Rockstar like to throw us a carrot and say, hey, but what about this whole GTA 6 thing? Aren't you guys excited about that? And so I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this thing blows up big enough if Rockstar decide to do something like that. Now, I don't think that's going to completely alter their plans altogether. I don't think they're going to say, okay, the original GTA 6 announcement date was in October. Now we're bumping it up to late August. I don't think that's going to happen, but they could throw us a bone just to distract us from the other bad stuff that's going on, because a lot of people are like, man, Rockstar, why'd you do this? And why did you decide to do that to someone that's basically created the GTA engine? Like, that just doesn't seem right, in my opinion. But I'm sure there's a lot of behind the scenes things here that we don't know or don't understand. So I don't want to thrust my opinion into this too much without knowing all the details. I just feel like there could be better ways to go about doing it than just saying, like, boom, remove from the internet altogether. And it kind of looks like that's what happened here. Now, again, whether or not this means good news for GTA 6, only time will tell. But unfortunately, as far as the Rockstar community, it's just not good news. And it's a pattern of them doing this. And it really just shows that sometimes they're a little disconnected from what their community thinks, because everyone thought this was super cool and it didn't look like it was doing any harm. But apparently to Rockstar, it did. So, of course, I'd love to hear from you guys, though, in those comments down below. Let me know what you think about this entire saga, its impact on GTA 6, and a whole lot more. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.